Welcome everybody. Welcome back to my channel. So today we have brought quite a few things and Mark Passio, the satanic, schizophrenic, conspiracy theorist, lunatic, he is talking about
Five, four,
same stuff
three, two.
again. So today what I'm going to do is today I'm going to show you people how these people actually operate, what they are, how they sabotage you, how they are all sorts of Satanists, Freemasons, and everything else, and how they blame shift. Blame shift means whatever they are, they do, they enjoy, and they continue doing. They blame you or somebody else all the while being that. Like, for example, Mark Passio is a Satanist, and he's ashamed of Satanist when he's in public, but he liked to be a Satanist privately, but when he's in the public, so he hates himself because people see Satanism as a bad thing because Satanists are known for doing bad things. So he don't want to be a Satanist like that. Okay. So what he does is he blames Satanism on somebody who does not have any connection with Satanism or some random person or innocent people to satisfy his narcissism. So I'm going to explain you people that what's going on. Okay. You know this lunatic, this demon, you know, it's from his Twitter, by the way. Okay, okay, under his account. What do you think this has something to do with Satanism or not? This imagery. What do you think? It's just normal thing, and normal people would just do this, and it's all cool. I mean, none of these things suggest that uh, these people are not Satanist or this is not satanic, right? Right? And this imagery does not uh, like present that somebody else is Satanist because this person is doing this thing and whatever the hell he's doing. So it does not make somebody else Satanist or somebody else doing this symbolism, this imagery, right? It is him doing. Can you see? Can you comprehend this? And I'm saying this thing like that because these people have done a cognitive dissonance in you, where you do not believe what you see with your own eyes, okay, and you follow these people's toxic tongue. So this thing proves that you are in a hypnotic trance. I would like to show you another image, okay, before we begin, and I'm going to talk about Passio here, not Boza. Boza, everybody can see what he's doing, what he is actually. All right, can you see this image of Pharaoh, where Boza is presenting himself as a pharaoh? Okay, and I will explain you in a bit. Just remember these things when I begin this video. Remember this thing. Hails, hails! Welcome everyone. This is official Temple of White Dragon, Commandra Horgef, with his Armor X School account. Here you are able to get a hold of myself, such as Boza in braces, angular bracket, and is going to be moving forward from here on out to be a part of pulling this all together. What the fuck? Okay, it's all garbage to create a cognitive dissonance and to gaslight his viewers, his followers, to fool them. Okay, Now you remember these two imagery, right? Let's keep it open. We will go into this thing in a bit, but see another imagery. Okay, can you see this image of Boza? Just the image, not the video, the thumbnail. Do you think Boza sat down and he, let's say, drew this thing, or like this is not AI generated, right? And if you remember Boza, you know that Boza says that these fuckers they use AI, they are this and that. When Boza, everything of his production that also includes all this background image and everything else generated by paid AI programs. On top of all that, Boza edits his videos through AI. All the while he bash that people are making AI. I mean, this is in front of you in the same way this is in front of you. Okay? This is actually there. He is actually doing this. Alright? So this is an AI edited image that Boza had put together and used as a thumbnail on his channel. Under the video Magi Grilled Shaman, Operation Nagelfur, and the Wrath of Pahana. Okay, alright, this much is clear. And I spoke it like this because this comeback is going to gaslight you on a whole different level. Now, Satyagaz Boza is best friend of Mark Passio. He's the right hand man of Mark Passio. He's not some random person. Okay, I've shown, let me show you. Because people forget too quickly. So this is a platform Mark Passio has created it. Okay, he's the founder of quote unquote founder of this. And here we have another stuff going on. Alright, can you see this all-seeing eye of Lucifer, of reptilian? Okay, there's a whole lot of conspiracy about this thing on the mainstream. And I'm not into conspiracy. I don't care about all this thing, by the way. This thing has different definition for me to create a psychological effect and all stuff. I have different explanation for this. It is negative according to me. But I don't see this thing as something positive, something godly, something godlike. No, Mark Passio sees this as an eye of God. Okay, all right. Now let's go to where's the members of this members page. Mm, 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 mm. There has to be a member page somewhere. Mm, bio, I think. Not bio. I think they have removed this. Or what's going on? Okay, this is what on earth is happening. What? One great work network. One great work network. Pardon me for that. One great work network. We are talking about this thing. Here we have the same symbol again. Okay, everything starts from this. Ending the slavery. I will show you in a bit what this ending the slavery and all this stuff is. This is also another platform created by your Mark Passio. All right. Okay. And here we have this hug. All right. And it gets interesting by the way. All these people they're connected to Epstein Island somehow. I will expose it in future videos. For now, let's get back to what he has to spew here. We will play a substantial amount of this because this is not a long video. So 1 hour, 1.5 hour, I will play and I will analyze and I will show you what's going on.
2, 1, and we are live for coming on. You may have seen him. I watched the Infowars interview he did. Absolutely mesmerizing. The level of knowledge based on his own experience and how he came out the Church of Satan and how the symbol.
First of all, his knowledge is not based on his own experiences. His knowledge is based on other people's experiences, other people's work that he has appropriated as his own work out of his narcissism. Whatever the hell Mark Passio says, spews today, it already exists. Okay? Okay? He just spews it. Secondly, if he's saying he's exposing something, do you see any exposure here or do you see its promotion? Okay? I will explain you this connection also. See, normal people, innocent people, you Satanist, okay? Not them. So why do they do this? Why do they behave like this? Because this is what Satanists are. Satanists are liars. They are deceivers. They speak everything. Uh, Deceivers. They are parasitic. They are predatory. These all are the attributes of Satan and Satanism. Satan defile everything that is good, and how he does this, it's not like it has some power. It lies, it manipulates, it deceives, okay, it confuses, it threatens, all sorts of things. That makes a Satanist, not somebody who follows law or who follows something. They're not Satanist. Law in the sense the right law, because right now what we have, it is all hijacked. It is not the original idea of law, which by the way these comebacks have pulled everybody into. Okay, can you catch this much? Okay, let's continue this.
And the MK Ultra style mass manipulation is integrated into our lives. He told the story.
Mass manipulation. Okay, people who are into conspiracy theories and who are all expose and everything else, tell me what is the symbol. Anybody, can anybody tell me this is not symbol of Illuminati or somebody? Yeah, all right. So why this symbol, why Mark Passio is calling it eye of God? He calls himself to the exposer of satanic cults, this and that. No. What is going on actually? See, let me tell you one thing. Humanity and human traits. A good person, what is the difference between a good person and bad person? Bad person does not do something different, outlandish, out of this world. Okay? The thing is, a good person has integrity, not for show off, not for theater play. Actually, silently, he never betrays himself or others, and he live in that light. And then they are theater playing, these people, where they theater play everything, and they don't have an integrity. Okay, so there's not a different version. Like for example, if you stick Donald Trump into this time, or Putin, or anybody else, they're not doing anything differently. They eat every day, they sleep every day, and all stuff. Okay, it's almost the same. The problem comes with how to identify what is good, what is bad is what is a person truly believe in, or how much is he faking, how much is he truthful, how much is he deceiving for theater playing, like a person who grunts night and day about all these things, exposed. And when you look at his core, his core is there to deceive people. It is to support the same things that are called. So what these people are doing, they are attributing their Satanism to innocent people. They are scapegoating innocent people. Do you understand? That's why these people call innocent people Satanist. But when you see the facts, when you trust in yourself, when you can see these things right in your faces, when you see these things happening in your faces, and you don't gaslight yourself, then you know, yeah, this is true. All right, okay. So making video online with random people and spewing that no, how bad these things are, all the while doing these things, promoting these things, delighting in these things. So this is the level of insanity of these people, and actually, it's not insanity; it's their game. And I used to think that these people don't know this, don't know that. No, actually, these people know this. They are right in your faces, and they are gaslighting you, brainwashing you. They know this thing. He just talked about MK Ultra something. So Mark Passio and Cult, they know how to do MK Ultra. Okay, okay.
Of put the egg in it, which we'll get to perhaps later on to increase sales of a certain product. But huge thank you for coming on first, man. Cheers.
Oh, thank you so much, Sean. Glad to be here today.
Congratulations on your own channel. So Mark's channel link is at the top of the description box right now. He's got almost 200.
Why would a person call an interviewer, so-called interviewer, to create content for his own channel? This is not theater play going on. I mean, why did this person need to make this video? I mean, don't you see something twisted here? Okay, like he can call guests, they can discuss, but no, he wants this dynamic that he's always being interviewed and he's the wise person and he's going to teach. Okay, okay, never like, okay, there are two participants, you can ask any questions, I can answer. No, it has to happen in Mark Passio's way, control frequency. Okay, this is really weird. If you don't see this thing as weird, so I don't know.
1,000 subscribers. So if you want to give us a subscription and let's help him get up to 200.
In last few videos, Mark Passio cried and glorified himself that he's not such a big person. He only has 200,000 subscriber, which is piss in a pot. And he never promotes himself and all that stuff, and he never asks for subscribers. Others do. Okay, he was projecting toward people I know, like there are other people behind the scenes. I mean, they are not behind the scenes. They have their own channel where they are trying to grow. Okay, so he was targeting them. Now this is not happening because this is covert. Because he has a smile. The nice man, Mark Passio, right? Okay, so this is not promoting himself and asking for. No, this does not classify it as any of that. Only when other people do certain things, they classify it as like that. Okay, so when you do this covertly and subtly, and these lunatics, they're so disconnected and so psychotic. The thing that people will not catch this thing. So when Passio, have you seen when he's bashing other people, how contemptuous, how mad, how angry he gets? All the while when he does this thing, how calm, how peaceful, how happy he pretends to be. Okay? So people only catch that emotional charge and all stuff. They don't get to this logic, to objectivity of this thing. What the hell is going on? Why is this person self-promoting and attacking other people when he's doing worse than other people? Like for example, if there's a YouTuber and he's trying to grow his audience, What's wrong in that? But Mark Passio will say that this is wrong and and shun and attack the person. Then it's wrong. But when Mark Passio is doing it, then it's all holy, all good, all nice. All right.
Okay, that would be a good thing. Loads of fascinating content over there as well. All right, Mark. So on this channel, then the viewers really like a detailed story. You know,
Where does this person get these cucks from? I mean, these people brain dead or what? Lots of fascinating stuff there. But are these people blind? Are these people attention thirsty? Do these people have their own mind somewhere? Do they have any capacity of anything to analyze anything? I don't think so. I don't think. I mean, this is exactly why this person keep on calling these weirdos, random weirdos, right? Who don't have anything of their own, any personality, and who can promote his agenda, his propaganda, and his agenda is actually really dark, by the way. Okay, he keeps it in hidden, culted. All right.
as things happen, and you know you've got vast experience. What was it that led to you know, your interest in this, and then ultimately going into the Church of Satan with Anton LaVey?
Sure, I'll go over my background briefly. And for some people, this lens.
Why does this person keep on going in his background when you ask this person something substantial? I've seen in multiple videos. When somebody asks this person a direct question, he says, "Go watch my videos from the very first." Why is he keep on repeating his background? Who gives a fuck? Who does not know his background at this point? Why is he keep on promoting his background? Why? I mean, is there any person who does not know Mark Passio's background? So he create new and new and new and new and new narratives. If he had said something wrong, incorrectly, that does not serve him, in present he change it by repeating, 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 repeating. All right. So if he creates such thing with conviction in one video, and in next video if he make any mistakes, people can see the difference. But if you make multiple copies of same thing and you repeat and subtly change elements of that, how can normal people do not catch that? By the way, they think that the same thing is going on, that he's introducing his background, they think that it's introduction. No, if you pick his older introductions and match his introduction with other introductions, you will always see that he is changing things subtly. Okay, nobody catches these things. Okay.
A lot of credibility to what I say, and for others, it negates it. And that is really has to do with their worldview about how people are either capable of changing, or some people feel that people are not capable of changing. And I really think that
Mark Passio and cult is incapable of changing. And by the way, he brought this thing up because I created video. Mark Passio watches my videos, and he's really butthurt. It's called narcissistic injury. Um, when you expose a narcissist who has been fooling people, and you expose this person openly, so he get injury. So he always attack what some person has said, not what exactly is going on. People can verify this thing. Okay. So he says that if people cannot change, it means Mark Passio cannot change. Okay. So do you see any change in here? And you say that this is not Mark Passio. I mean, when this person is saying that people cannot change and Mark Passio can change, and this is his best friend, right hand man, so first change him. Why cannot you change this person? Why are you being all preachy and everybody else and contemptuous and mad and tough love and all stuff? Give some tough love to this demon first and show us that, yeah, You can change. These people can change. He won't do that. He won't do that. Okay? Because it's all horseshit. He just want to deny and discredit and smear and attack people in his narratives when the fact says a whole different thing. Fact says that Mark Passio is has never changed. His core is same. What he's doing is he is creating a new facade, new overlay. These people, their core never changes. Their organization principles, their beliefs, their hate, rage, anger, they don't change. What they change is they change the mask. Okay, now I'm Christian. Okay, now I'm not. Okay, I will show you in this one video alone where he's praising Christianity and he's bashing Christianity. Okay, he's pretending as a Christian priest and he's bashing Christian priests in this video alone. Okay,
mostly reflects on themselves. It really is about what they think about themselves. So I'll preface my
did you hear this? Let me repeat this, what he's saying. Okay, because this is manipulation, this is gaslighting, this is manipulation, this is gaslighting. Why don't people see this? Okay,
You're interested in this, and
listen
then
this thing once again.
ultimately going into the Church of Satan with Anton LaVey.
Sure, I'll go over my background briefly. And for some people, this lends a lot of credibility to what I say. And for others, it negates it. And that is really has to do with their worldview about how people are either capable of changing, or some people feel that people are not capable of changing. And I really think that that mostly reflects on themselves.
Yeah, it reflects on themselves, not the facts, not the things you can perceive with your own eyes. No, that's just their worldview. This is just worldview. This is not happening. No, this is just people imagining and projecting. No, but this whole image is not there. It is just people imagining, right? Right? And you will say that he is in a musical festival, this and that. He is doing this thing. Why is he doing this thing only? I mean, people can go this rock symbol, this and that. No, these comebacks themselves say that they music industry, Hollywood, this and that, it has hidden symbols and all stuff. Okay, conspiracy theorists. So they know damn well what they're doing. It's not like they are just enjoying and all stuff. All right, they are ultimately mocking you. Okay, Mark Passio and his whole cult is mocking at you. Okay, they think you are stupid. They think that they can mistreat you, abuse you, they can do anything, and then they will pretend to be like, oh, people cannot change. These people are wrong. If they speak like this, so they think that you are so stupid, you will still believe in them. Okay, like for example, they are crazy parents of somebody because they have infantilized you. So crazy parent, they are abusing the children, and the children, when they are hurt by their parents, they are going to their parents for like to feel safe. Like, so this is what these comebacks are doing. This is called trauma bonding. Okay, that's how trauma bonding works. An abuser take away all your autonomy, cut off from the actual reality, functional reality, and he suck you into a shared fantasy where he has changed all the elements and all the elements should go through him. Now people who believe this, when he is abusing those people, they will always go back to him because he has destroyed, he has created cognitive dissonance at one, he has brainwashed them to believe that whatever the horseshit he's doing is the right thing and everything else is wrong. Us versus them. Now he's abusing. He abused people. He cursed people. He cursed their parents, attacked them. When people are giving him money, he attacked them. People are giving him hardware, hard work, offering something. He attacked all those people. Okay, and those losers go back to them again. I mean, they can see everything that, yeah, there's a Freemasonry, one great work, great work. Great work is Freemasonry term. You can see symbolism of Satanism and symbolism. I'm using that tonality. I interpret these things differently because this is how people understand things. So I'm changing a little bit, shifting here and there a little bit so that people can understand what's going on. I can explain the things I know in my separate videos. Okay, so subscribe to my channel first, and if you like my videos, share with people. Also, you can support me. You can go to buy me a coffee. A link can be found on the description of my channel. You can share $5. I don't ask for much, and there's only two level: $5, $25. I don't want $25 or anything. If you want to support me, because I'm trying to, like, I'm buying a graphic card and all stuff, and it's up to you. I'm not begging like him. It's up to you if you want to support me, if you want something better. And I will also contribute from myself, but it will be easy for me. So that's why I'm asking for all these donations and everything else. Otherwise, up to you. It will be free for you, everybody. Okay, don't worry about that. So what these people are doing, actually, they are ultimately gaslighting that how great these people are, even when they have done all sorts of unspeakable things. Okay, and I will unwrap all these things slowly. Okay,
It really is about what they think about themselves. So I'll preface my going into my background with that. If you're the kind of person that believes that
I said that Mark Passio can never change, and I still hold with my words. I said that their cult will never change because this is a thing of psychology. A narcissist, a psychopath never changes in the sense their core always remain the same, always contemptuous about others. They always pathologically lie. They always hate and everything else because this is the only thing they've trained themselves and trained themselves for. They have self-conditioned themselves to be like this asholic, to be self-absorbed, solipsistic, narcissistic, psychopathic, and all stuff. They always pick these things because they think that the normal common things are lame. Normal good people are cuck. Okay, okay. People who are honest, they're stupid. We have some thing to defy a normal person. All right, and they think that they are alpha males because they are the tough guy, the tough guy like that. Okay, one slap wonders. They're tough. Okay,
you are capable of changing, you will probably more likely feel that my background story lends some credibility to what I'm talking about in my work.
credibility. Does this person even understand what credibility mean? Credibility and deception, they're two very different things. Credibility is something when somebody is speaking facts. The facts remains the same. And deception is something when Mark Passio changes his own narrative layer by layer, by iteration by iteration by iteration. Now he's pretending as a psychologist. I mean, in fact, this comeback says that he's a psychologist. Satykas Boza says he's a psychologist. Do you think psychologists are like this? Do you think what these comebacks do is they steal from psychology, they steal somebody else's work, and then they repeat, and then they glorify themselves. Okay, it's called plagiarism. It's criminal actually. If somebody does not have a license for psychology and he calls himself psychologist, studying psychology, having knowledge of psychology, explaining psychology is a different thing than calling themselves as a psychologist to unknown, unwitting person. It's a criminal offense. If this person or any of his cult members They don't have the license to practice. Even people who have degrees and who had license and their license got revoked or expired, they are not psychologists once again. So this is a criminal offense. And if these people and anybody else is saying or doing this, you can lawfully get these people arrested for that. All right?
Because you believe that people are capable of changing. Again, if you immediately dismiss
Yes, people are capable of changing. People who are not narcissistic, people who are not psychopathic, who are not mentally ill, who are not egotistic, who are not like these people. Okay? People who have some sort of um, humiliation. Okay? People who have some value for others, value for life. Those people are capable of change. This person is not. None of these cult members are not. When they pretend to be that they've changed and this and that and they're doing it for camera, this is all whole shit. It's inauthentic out of their narcissism to prove somebody else wrong. When you see their actions outside that narrative, that facade they do for a video too, or they try to even live into like that. Like Booza was saying that he's a dragon, and I asked that person, "Are you saying it metaphorically or something?" No, no, I am the dragon, and I started to laugh at him. And then I tried to ask him that, "Are you a dragon?" Then he started to take it as a challenge. He started to like he has changed his getup, beard, everything else. He's a dragon and he's a pharaoh. Okay, he's fighting with other people that he's a pharaoh also. A few people approached me recently. They told me a lot of things about these people. So this is the state of these people. Such people never change. And when you change, people tell you that you've changed. Not you have to force onto people that see I have changed. If he had actually changed, I would have said that myself. Maybe Mark Passio has changed because he's not an asshole anymore. He's not narcissistic, psychopathic. He's not insane. He looks a little bit healthier, and it is also like some people can pretend like that. They are very good at it. Their whole life wasted in this thing. They have wasted their whole life to pretend. So normal common people don't catch this thing. Specific people can tell. Maybe he has changed a bit, little bit here and there. A person who's saying that he has completely, totally transformed himself or his cult members, and you see things like that, what does this tell you about such people? They are using it to satisfy their narcissism. They have this hatred, self-hatred, anxiety, this sadness, all sorts of things. And it's not sadness like they are sad. No, it's sadness like they are the failures. Okay, it's different. Narcissist who's attacking people, beating people, and all stuff. And sometimes when he self-analyzes himself and sees that something is wrong, he gets sad. So it does not wipe all the pain and all sorts of abuse he has done to other people. Okay, that's not sadness actually. That's sadness that he's a failure. It's not sadness like he's a bad person and he should not do this and he has hurt other people. He should apologize people. No, it's not like that. So don't get confused with this sadness also. All right.
what I say just because I tell you that I formerly was involved earlier on in my life with the dark occult, as I refer to it, Satanism, and you think people can never change and never come out of a former mental condition that they used to be in. I think that really reflects on your worldview, and it really.
Okay, he's repeating what I asked this person. I have this video, I can show you that he is referring to something that I said that a Satanist, a narcissist, all these people they never change. And I am still holding this with the receipt here. Okay, okay. Even this person went ahead and edited these fangs. Okay, alright. Can you see this? Can you see this? Do you see any change? Do you not see anything satanic here? Do you not see anything satanic here? I mean, you tell me. I mean, it must be my worldview. It must be my failure that this person is behaving like that, right? Not Mark Passio, not his cult members. No, no.
Reflects on the individual who thinks that way the most. It really means that they don't think that they're capable of changing. So, very briefly, I was
Now he declared this thing as a fact, all the while negating all the facts. All the while facts are in his face and they are haunting him. He brushed them away, brushed them off, and he attributed his failure, his group members' failure, onto somebody else. But they cannot change. They cannot change. Only Mark Passio has all the capacity and he's so good. He's angry, but that's for a reason. Because he's a helper. Okay. Okay. He's abusing you because he's a good man. Alright. Alright. Because he by this definition he means that all these rednecks who beat up their wives and all stuff after getting drunk, alcohol use and all stuff, they must be good people, right? This is their philosophy actually. This is what they are trying to defend actually. Instead of learning that whole world is laughing at these comebacks, these redneck thriller bonds comebacks, people from other countries are also laughing at them now. They are they don't have any connection with this. They still think they are right, and the world is in chaos because these rednecks who Trump Trump supporters maggots. Okay, they have this thing, and they think that Trump is the king of the world, and everybody is subject. So they have spread this thing across the planet. This thing, redneckery. Okay, okay. What they used to do in the privacy of their trailers, now they're doing openly throughout the world, and they are saying that people are wrong. They are the tough man. Okay, they are the strong man, alpha male, and others are cook. CUK, cook. How you say that? All right. People who speak sense, who show receipts, who explain things, who study things, who did not even reject to be like them. In fact, who tried to have these comebacks to come out of their insanity. They must be satanic. They must be wrong. They must be lacking something. Unlike these comebacks, they're perfect. Okay, they're perfect. Okay, everybody is wrong, and these comebacks are perfect, right?
disillusioned with organized religion when I was young in my high school days, late grade school, and early.
Mark Passio follows the religion of Freemasonry. He follows the religion of Rosicrucianism, and he followed the religion of Aleister Crowley called Thelema. He followed the religion of Thor. Okay, your Nordic religion. He followed the religion or opposite of religion in his case. I, all these things are inverted. He followed the religion of your what was the name of the witchcraft. Okay, he followed the religion of Satanism, Luciferianism. They are so-called religions, and he don't want you to follow the religion because he's a Satanist. Because he calls them as religion. Do you understand? And this Satanist want to destroy your how you perceive. If it's not just like about some philosophy that you follow or some organized religion, no, there are issues with that, and there are ways to handle those things as well, and they can all happen through education and educating people. Okay, what he's saying is when he's in contempt of all that stuff, when he's in contempt of all the religion, then he pretends like he knows Christianity. He will do it in a bit. So this is all narcissism. This is all narcissism. That look at me, I'm better than everybody else, and you suckers. He's like that. Okay. But what he's missing is he's missing a life. People who follow like Christianity and who whatever the hell, they are raising children. Okay, so he does not have all those responsibilities, anything else. So he has destroyed his life even. Okay, so he don't have to follow those things like that. And I'm not promoting any Christianity, any other religion here. I'm just saying why those people follow this. Like if you have a baby, newborn baby, you have 100,000 different types of anxieties. If you have a wife, in especially today's time where criminals are running loose, you have anxieties, you have worries that if I go somewhere, certain people, certain type of people, how will they react or how will we react? Something bad happened, what they have all sorts of things. This is actually not a negative or maladaptive or something. This is actually keeping reality in check. They are predators and everything else, so they need this type of thing. Maybe in future they will change this, but that's why people pray, okay, to cope with that stress. What this person does is he abuse, he harass, he attack. So he try to regulate himself like that. Those people they try to regulate themselves like that. So this is the difference. What he is doing in this video, he's scared of me, he's a cowardly loser, so he never calls my name. He want to make me scapegoat and he want to shun me later on. He did this virtue signaling, Boza, and Boza fed this idea to him because Boza got exposed. So it's either them or me, because if you see a murderer, a crazy person, a criminal, catch this person in action, so he wants you gone. He do not want you to expose them. So that's why these comebacks, they're projecting all their things onto me, and I keep on showing, that this is their fuck up, not mine. All right. So I'm keep on showing you with the receipts.
Early high school, I felt that it provided no social answers to some of the most important social questions. And I essentially decided in my loathing and hate that was developing for religion, because I perceived that I was being lied to by friends.
He's been lied to because he's special. You do not see that that was the situation of the world, and everybody was like that, and people have grown out of all that in a healthier way, where he is still stuck there. He's still stuck in his childhood. This person never grew up. Mark Passio behaves like a toddler because he is a toddler. He keeps on reliving that life. Okay? And he's projecting whenever somebody challenges that, why are you mad at people? Why are you attacking people when they are giving you some money? Why are you attacking them? This is not grown up thing. Why are you attacking people when they are making a little mistake, like they are not packing their hard drive properly? Why are you so Kiran like? Why are you so uh, like authoritative to those people? Why? These are all symptoms of a man child. That's Mark Passio is. Actual grown up people, if they see something like if a hard drive was not packed properly, so they pack it properly and they send it back. No, you have to do it in a specific way, like him. You have to give him money in a specific way. Otherwise, he will throw a temper tantrum that he has done in the past. So I challenge this thing in this comeback, and now he want to reverse it because their whole cult runs in this logic. If they blame whatever the hell they are onto other people, so and this actually happens because a lot of people who follow these losers, they do not catch this. They fall for their words. They fall for their fame and all stuff. They never see the facts of the situation, what is playing. No, this is familiar, so he must be right. Okay, all right. I like Mark Passio. There are a lot of losers who come to my channel, attack me, and when I tell them the stuff, then they either don't want to believe or then they think that the Mark Passio is still right. Okay, still such people come to my channel and drop comments even after seeing all this thing multiple times. me explaining things because I'm not familiar face. Okay.
Friends, family members, teachers, clergy, etc. All of that angst and hate turned me toward the what I now call the dark occult. I wanted to seek out the exact opposite of what I considered organized religion.
He is just telling you that what this person truly is. Okay. And this is exactly why you see all the hatred in his videos. Because he hates people. And not just him, his whole cult, they hate people. Okay? And they hate people because they are full of hatred. It's not like that people are doing something. No. Read this fuckery. Revenge I seek. Okay? Alright? The great lord, Satykas Booza's best friend. Mark Passio's best friend, Satykas Booza. Revenge I seek. Read this thing. Okay? This is their core. This is their problem. This is not a problem. Somebody who's living their life and they accidentally come across these scumbags, they spill all their hatred onto them. It's still their problem, not other people's. Not other people's. Okay.
And any kind of established morality. So I looked into what is known as LaVeyan Satanism. I became attracted to that and started really devouring all the writings of the then high priest of the Church of Satan, now deceased since 1997, Anton LaVey, whose real name is Stanton Levy. Essentially, he was the person who was charged to put out the synthesis of this satanic ideology. And I consider that it is the ideology that really runs the world, because it is not the worship of the Christian devil, as many people insist that it is and believe that it is and still think that it is. And it is not whatsoever. This is sort of childish nonsense to think that way. Satanism is a
See who's being a childish nonsense and all this. Okay. All right.
religion that really runs this planet. It's a mindset, it is an ideology, and it's a way.
That Passio and cult supports, promotes. You have everything in front of you to verify yourself, and you will still fall for his bullshit words. That's a irony of all things. All these things. They have everything here. Okay, let's see if he has bio here. This somebody else's work. Somebody else put this, drew this logo, something. Maybe people have made mistake. Okay, content creators about One Great Work Network. Let's see. One Great Work Network is a private, organized collective of conscious individuals. These are conscious individuals. This is all comedy. Everything these people. They're conscious individuals who each create dynamic content for the purpose of spreading the message of natural law, truth, and freedom on a worldview, on a worldwide, on a worldwide audience. One Giving Network is actively engaging in the ongoing war against dark occult ruling class. Okay, Okay, Pharaoh, this is the war against them. But they are fighting people for these. Mark Passio attacks common people. Okay, he supports these demonic Pharaoh like, I don't know, Satanists. So this is war against, like, see the irony. Can you see the irony here? Together, this group of freedom advocates and spiritual warrior continuously disseminates empowering information. Anyway, it was beyond hilarious
Of
to me.
seeing yourself in the world and others in it. And it's all about selfishness. That's what Satanism is really about. It would better be called selfishism. If people called it that, people would get the right idea about it. But see, the people
Selfishness should be seen in action. Mark Passio, he attacks people, he make people to pay him, he beg people for money and all other equipments, and he attacked those people and he abused those people. What do you think this is? Is this not selfishness? Then he says that Mark Passio is helping people, he's exposing a cult, this and that. Actually, what he's doing it to regulate himself. He's not doing it for people. This is what they think of people actually. This. He does it for Mark Passio the Great, knows a lot of things. So I think I will have to make two parts. So I also have to cover these things, and it's impossible to cover everything in one part. Or you can do one thing. I will leave the link down below. First, do something. This much you have to do. If you want to come to the truth, this much you have to do. Go watch this video of Mark Passio interviewed by Sean Atwood. Okay, first this video, then there's a video of Order of Nine Angels. Repeatedly, I'm doing this research on this thing, and repeatedly, whatever the hell Boza at least do, it falls in this category. What Mark Pastor does, it falls under the category of Freemasonry, and it's hidden, so you cannot pinpoint this. But I have dropped a video in the last video, and I will drop other videos also in the future, or maybe under this video. Watch those videos and try to verify what Mark Passio is promoting and saying other people are doing, and the videos from independent sources I'm going to drop, and see what these people truly are. Okay, the facade is going to fall now.
And apart as dangerous anomalies, secretive societies embedded within our communities truly devoted to the worship of Satan. One of the most notorious among them and the focus of today's video is the Order of Nine Angles. The Order of Nine Angles is a global cult of devil worshippers who are, in the name of Satan, using violence to destroy the very foundations of Western society. And in order to
This is why these people hate their own people. This is why these people are so aggressive and violent in all their videos or in all their demeanor.
understand how a dangerous group that literally believes in the supernatural entity of Satan operates, we have to look at their history and
Remember, this Order of Nine Angels, it's more about Boza than Passio. Okay? I've just explained you. If you skip this mine and you think that Passio said that they believe in this entity, that's Boza I'm talking about. Okay? Boza actually think that he's a pharaoh. Actually, in actuality, in reality, Boza thinks in reality he's a white dragon. Okay?
origins. The Order of Nine Angles has an extensive body of literature detailing its origins and
Okay.
beliefs.
Now also see that where Mark Passio thinks overlaps with this. Aleister Crowley, all Livy and all stuff. Okay?
much of which circulate through the obscure corners of the internet. According to its own writing, the group claims to have ancient roots. It allegedly began in Great Britain among pre-Christian pagan communities.
Druids. If you do enough research, you will see that Boza has had claimed this thing multiple times. He in fact have a video with Jordan Maxwell, okay, about Druids.
That survived the Christianization of the British Isles. The order asserts that this pre-Christian tradition endured through the Middle Ages and into the 20th century in small cells known as temples, primarily based in the Welsh Marches, the border region between England and Wales. Each temple was reportedly led by a Grand Master or a Grand Mistress. In the late 1960s, one such Grand Mistress unified all of these temples into one, thus forming Order of Nine Angles. After its consolidation, the group began expanding its limited membership, welcoming many new initiates.
And also, this is not the clearest explanation here. I have other videos also that I'm planning to analyze in the future, okay?
Among them was a man known as Anton Lang, reportedly a British citizen.
Did you see this? Let me show you, just a second. There was a symbol of Illuminati there also.
Forming Order of Nine Angles. After
It's really fast, so I cannot even pause.
its consolidation, the group began expanding its limited membership, welcoming many new initiates. Among them was a man known as Anton Lang, reportedly a British citizen and a cosmopolitan figure who had spent significant time traveling across Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. Long claimed that even before joining Order of Nine Angles, he was entrenched in occultism, first joining a coven in 1968, then later moving to London to join groups practicing ceremonial magic inspired by occultist Aleister.
This is what Passio is preaching you, and you are the Satanist. You are Satanist because you are not supporting Satanists. Do you see what he's doing? You are Satanist because you are not letting Satanists get away with their Satanism and you are calling them out. So you must be the Satanist. You, alright? Who's by the way Buddhist, has a master's degree in computer science, did all the compassionate things with these scumbags when they have scammed and attacked and abused you, that they can change, never seen a slightest sliver of any change. You must be the Satanist. In fact, after all this abuse, we tried to have these come back. And I thought that why are these people not understanding this thing? Then I later on, after many years, realized that they are psychopaths. And psychopaths are goal oriented and they have a hidden goal that they are promoting, that they are perpetuating. That's why they did not understand the things that even dumb people understand. Okay? Okay? Now see the roots of that thing. Okay?
Crowley. According to the order's own writings, Anton Lang joined O9A somewhere around 1973 and quickly became the Grand Mistress's heir, and after she moved to Australia, the leader. Under his leadership, the order was restructured and began its period of major expansion. Throughout the 1980s and 90s, the O9A spread its teachings through articles and magazines, and in 1988 launched its own journal called the Fenrir. However, under Long's leadership, the order appeared to take a far more radical turn. Experts studying occult movements came to believe that Anton Lang was in fact a pseudonym for David Mayat, a British neo-Nazi and former bodyguard to far-right politician Colin Jordan.
This is what underlies these people's ideology. All of these people from one great work network, and they have such things uh, assimilated because these people are crazy criminals and they hate the real true life that is available for all. They would see themselves as special and unique, and to prove that they are unique and special, they find such holes, such parts. so twisted paths so that they can glorify themselves. Like common people live their life directly, they live their life through like these things. Did you understand what I mean? So they do this so that they can be glorified. They see themselves as a glorious people. Okay.
Its writings, ideologies, and movements during that period coincide with those of Anton Lang. The cult's beliefs are an amalgam of radical ideologies held together under a rigid umbrella of Satanism. Their central aim is the breakdown and collapse of existing societies. They
Yeah, Mark Passio's exact goal. This is what this one great work, network, is all about.
view modern societal norms and morality as evidence of a decaying civilization corrupted by Judeo-Christian values, and they seek to replace it with a new world order rooted in fascism, social Darwinism, and Satanism. Ostensibly, their goal is to create a global satanic empire. When David Mamet converted to Islam in 1998, the order's already radical
I have to verify this part also because I'm just starting to dive deeper into this.
worldview absorbed elements of jihadi ideology. But the Order of Nine Angle wasn't just some group of satanic philosophers sitting around the fire plotting the New World Order. They had concrete tactics to achieve this satanic empire. In fact, the O9A encourages members to infiltrate military and Christian institutions in order to subvert them from within. Ethan Meltzer, the soldier.
That's what Mark Passio is doing. Okay, that's what their whole cult is doing. That's why they attack Christians or other religious people like Hindus or Buddhists or anybody else. That's why they club these people into one because that is against what they are trying to push. Okay.
Introduced in the beginning of this video is an example of an infiltrator who attempted to betray his unit's movements so that the O9A could sell the intelligence to militant groups abroad. These O9A operations are referred to by the group as insight roles, adopting a new identity, joining a target organization, and undermining it internally. The Order regards violent acts as tools to destabilize the modern community. Besides that, beyond theatrical satanic rituals, which they also do, O9A literature promotes real human sacrifice, which it calls calling. They have literal writings explaining how these victims of sacrifice should be chosen and how the calling should be executed. These
I have heard Satyakos Boza using this term. I have multiple times. Okay, multiple. You're calling. Okay, you're calling. He satisfies his sadism by saying this thing.
writings also contain an optimal list of individuals that they view as corruptive or obstructive to society. For example, rivals from other satanic societies, Christians, journalists, and political activists. I mean, even other fringe satanic groups like the Temple of Set, which was run by Michael Aquino, if you know who that is.
Yeah, Satyakos Boza had beef with it. Okay, at least in his narrative.
Described O9A as kind of the most radical of satanic organizations. On top of that, O9A publications and communications have also been accused of encouraging sexual violence. One O9A text, reportedly titled The Rape Anthology, allegedly urged followers to derive spiritual gratification from violent sexual assault. Such material has been tied to claims
When Boza was theater playing to initiate me, he was pushing me into this thing, by the way. This stuff. Alright?
that the group is connected to networks of sexual predators. In 1998, Searchlight magazine reported alleged links between Order of Nine Angles and pedophile networks, and some O9A publications were accused of distributing material that crossed legal and
These specific things. Not this first one. The Black Book of Satan, Volume 3 describes how the equinox. He was talking about all these things. I did not know what the fuck he was spewing, and I did not understand his vocabulary, what all that was. So he was making me aggressive. And I was like, why the fuck this person is making me aggressive? Because the thing is, I did not approach this person because I thought that I did not glorify him or anything else. I approached this person for my specific questions about my specific things, and he did not answer. So everything else what he was pushing onto me, he tried to program me with and all stuff, it was all suspicious to me. So that's why I was not able to fall for this thing. But a lot of people who pay this person $1,700 for an initiation, those people fall for all these things because they don't have any filter. They do not filter anything. They don't understand what's going on with them. Poser does not explain anything to them. We program them, never explain them, right?
Networks of sexual predators. In 1998, that crossed legal and ethical lines. All of this deliberate transgression is meant to undermine the Western society and to decay the very pillars of modern civilization. With the dawn of the internet, the Order of Nine Angles and its publications migrated to the digital underworld, spreading their ideas among increasingly younger audiences. Online, the group grew more decentralized and began intersecting and even collaborating with other dangerous movements. The O9A evolved into a loose network of small cells called nexions, many of which
You may have heard this term from Boza. I have.
consist of only a handful of members. A major force behind O9A's rise in the United States was Joshua Sutter, a longtime American neo-Nazi and occultist widely regarded as the founder and leader of the Temple of Blood, a violent American offshoot
Temple of White Dragon, Temple of Blood, and Boza. He says that he's not a Caucasoid. He's not Caucasian. He's a Carpathian. Okay, he's from Caucasus Mountain, not Caucasus. Your Carpathian Mountain, not Caucasus Mountain. Okay, he hates his own roots. Does this thing tells you something? Boza hates his own Western roots. I have the video here on his own channel. Where's his channel? Okay, I have to cover a lot of things. So you wanna become a pharaoh, but let's focus on this thing first.
of Order of Nine Angles. Sutter ran Martinet Press, which distributed O9A literature and its
Okay, I will do
ideology
one
of
thing.
militant Satan.
You can go watch these videos from your own free time. I will put this link below in the description or comment. I will cover this thing because I don't want to be distracted, and all these things, like, it has many tentacles. How many can I expose? I will leave this link also, and I will create another video to finish this. It's important to finish this video. Okay, let's get into this a little bit.
So in real life, in a game, it's a person with the most multiple personalities that wins out. The problem, though, is when we go back to Egypt, the pharaoh is born in that position. So now the question is, are you able to take a person and create multiple personalities from that person? And the answer is yes. Okay, so I'm going to show you how. By the way, the word we use for this is psychopath. Okay? All right, if you have multiple personalities, you're a psychopath.
All right, I wanted to show you this, and this is why these people, they are also attacking this professor on Twitter. Maggots, they're after him. Okay, so that's why Boza has multiple personalities. He's a psychopath. He's a Satanist. That's why Mark Passio has multiple personalities. Okay. Sometimes he's all haughty, sometimes all good, sometimes pretends like a Christian, sometimes pretend like a cultist. Whatever gives him more supply, whatever convinces people more toward getting brain was the scumbag. Okay, okay. That's why sometimes he bash these things and then he use these things. So when he's bashing these things, that somebody else, those people, yo, you evil people, you Satanists, and then he says that it's your karma. Like he's telling that Buddhists who follow Buddhism, who do meditation, who help people, on one hand, this person called me cook for that, that I'm a cuck for doing these things. And when when Passio, he used these things, okay, this is your karma, karma, this is my dharma, then he's all Buddhist. Okay, then he's not cuck, then he's a greater person. A person who's practicing meditation, Buddhistic meditation, not some craziness. I did not know about all these madness until these comebacks sucked me into. Then I started to study and then I started to understand. I still follow my original belief. I still am the original person. Even after going through the abuse and the all sorts of smearing, hate, and all stuff, 6.5 years from hundreds of these comebacks, I'm still standing tall with the same values, same stuff, and I'm still trying to help people. Okay? So these people, these comebacks, they think that this is ego, like living one person, not never giving into this madness of insanity of these comebacks. There must be something wrong in you. If you have integrity, there must be something wrong with you. This is what these Satanists see in others. Alright, that's why these comebacks attack me. Alright.
People who gravitate to this religion are attracted to the religious stylings and trappings because
The problem
it
here
paints
is
them as the
when people listen, Mark Passio says that he's talking about religion and all stuff. The thing is, people don't understand these things. There's no common ground between Western crap and Indian philosophies. No, no whatsoever. Like the Christian philosophy, how Christianity talks about those things. There's no overlap of Christianity into Christ, into Krishna, into Buddha. No, this is their insanity of these people because they get attention, they get money, that's their full-time job. So they create these weird connections that has no connection with the reality. They've created a Frankenstein with all these madness of their own. That Frankenstein has a life of its own now. Okay, that has no connection with Buddhism or original Hinduism. Okay, because Westerners come back, they have defiled and mutilated and all stuff, all these original philosophies. Everybody, these people, they they mutilated those original things and they created something else out of their diseased ego. And now they are attributing, once they have used, abused, defiled those things, extracted everything they could extracted. I'm talking about in generations now. When these things do not serve these comebacks anymore, they started to attack those things, blame those things, cry, bitch, moan about those things, and they started to make those things as scapegoat. Okay, this is what these Westerners do actually. Okay, they always think that they are like they are entitled for something. They're superior, better than somebody else. Like these comebacks, they're talking things about from my culture, and they are doing it all wrong. And I'm saying that you're doing it wrong. And this comeback says that he knows about me and my culture more than me. And I said that let's have a discussion. So he never have a discussion because these comebacks, these cowardly uniches only have discussions when they have abused you and placed you in a narrative, like they have created enough false narrative about you, they've smeared you, they've character assassinated you, and they've convinced some lunatics of their own. Then they want to have that discussion. Not right now. Okay? This coward. I'm telling you how this coward actually operates. I'm studying these predators 6.5 years now. I know everything about these comebacks now, by the way. Okay? So, and the thing is, I don't choose to always expose these people because I have a life. Okay, and these comebacks have no life. Even when I have exposed these people to be wrong multiple times for 6.5 years, this comebacks always come and he always generate new narrative around. Like he's learning things. Like he was talking about all occult this and that garbage. So I thought that I should have these comeback. They're stuck somewhere. So I gave these people resources about Buddhism, about your psychology, video links. I introduced these people. Uh, Now what these comebacks did, they went to there. After me explaining them these things, by the way, these people were attacking me for explaining these comeback these things. Now they went there, the resources I've given, the things I've explained, they understood. Now they have weaponized those things, and now once again they are attacking me. Can you imagine? And these comebacks are still saying that I don't know anything, and these comebacks know everything. This is the state of these. I mean, how do you deal with such comebacks? And if you think I'm making this up, I have tons of videos when we were having this beef. Tons of videos. Me explaining these things, these comebacks attacking me for explaining them these things. Tons of videos logged. Okay, I'm just waiting for these comebacks to totally flip this thing onto me. Okay, these comeback the thing that since they have understood something, but they don't want to understand anybody else's stuff because they're solipsistic, comeback selfish losers. Okay, mentally ill comebacks. So you try to explain these people, so they attack you. Once they extract your whatever you understand, you believe this and that, you try to extract things from them, steal things from them, and then glorify themselves using them. And then once again they attack you by weaponizing those things. And after some days they forget those things also, and they go back to their core base personality, that is hate and all stuff. Okay.
The ultimate bad guy in the figure of the religious mindset. So they like the term Satan because it's the adversary of God. It's the adversary of that particular religious, moral.
I explained this thing 6.5 years ago to Mark Passio, sorry, Satanist and he attacked me. Why these people attack you, by the way, when you say right things? Because they are not about discussion and all stuff. When you are discussing with these comebacks, they hate people who know better than them. When you have discussion with them, they are creating a video to uh, extract something from you, repack it later on, glorify themselves. But they don't want you to explain things. They don't want you to be seen as wise person, better person, more intelligent than them. Just imagine if somebody had a quote unquote initiation session with Boza and he's already intelligent than Boza, and in the discussion he proved that he's better than Boza. So what Boza does is he sabotage. He want the information that people are giving, but he don't want them to look more intelligent than him or Passio. Okay? The moment somebody is more intelligent, more wise, better understanding, explaining things for free, all their business it crashes. That's why these comebacks attack me. And then they are flipping those things, like they attacked me for following good things. Now, after all these years, they are pretending to follow those things. When they are finally understanding, and they're still attacking me. So this is how the psychopathy and narcissism actually works. It's called that. Let me give you a brief idea about why the narcissist does this. So when Narcissus was a kid, he was a coward, okay, and he did not individuate it from his mother. Okay, he's still stuck, like Mark Passio has these figurines, these childish things. Okay, these things proves what these people are actually. So they never grew up. Mark Passio never grew up. He's a fucking stunted growth. Mentally, I'm talking about. He looks like an ox from his body, but mentally he's not grown up. Okay. So the narcissist, he never individuates. So what he tried to do throughout his life is, he tried to individuate. So he reenact this thing, re animate this thing with different people. So first he idealizes the people, then they discard. So this is a repetition compulsion where the narcissist want to individuate, want to be seen as a individual and all stuff, but he fails. Okay, and this is in nutshell. So that's why these people first attack somebody who's intelligent than them, and in true sense, by the way, not any narrative bullshit. And they're wiser than them. Intelligent means having more knowledge. Wiser than them means having more control over themselves, over their emotions and all stuff. Okay, so they don't like those people. They don't like those people because they want to be like that. So they destroy whoever is better than them to theater play like them, and they think that that's how they individuate. And this is why these comebacks have been attacking me for so many years. Okay, I should wrap up here, and I have one more pending video. The first part I've recorded of that Elon Musk, and second part is pending because heat wave started, and I had some other things to do, and I did not get, frankly, time. My computer broke down, the main computer, its motherboard broke down, and then its charger, the laptop charger, it broke down. I did not even have a functional phone because there was some chip related issue in that, so I could not create the video. And still it's really hot, so I try to avoid like creating so much content during this 2 3. Like I can create that, there's no problem with like that, but I prefer to create videos where I can explain more. I'm not like fighting with some elements of like temperature, this and that. So I'm more calmer, explaining more calmly, and also so I reduce creating videos during this time. I will amp it up, and also I'm busy with another project personally. Plus, I am been discussing with people whom these comebacks they have attacked them. Okay, these people, they call people so dirty names to women. They have no respect for women. I don't want to like I need permission from the person if they want me to expose these people's things that they have done to them. So I cannot call their name and cannot tell you more things than that. But yeah, people from these people's abuse, not Mark Passio specifically, but their cults. There are many people who have approached me and told me their stories, and all their stories centers around Boza. Boza always repeats those things. And Mark Passio still thinks that there's something wrong with people. People must be Satanist. Okay, okay.
Standard, if you will. And what it's really about is that the self is elevated to God.
I've just got 5 minutes. I thought at least 15 minutes, just 5 minutes. Yeah, so I will create from this point onward 6 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes is there. My eyes are like deceiving me or what? 5 minutes. Okay. So yeah, I will get back to you in the future.